Hey guys, how you going? Campbell here. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. And yeah, just got back from the Jolly Swag weekend. That was 2 weekends ago now, actually. But that was awesome. 150 people there. Hello to everyone who was there. Yeah, we had an awesome time. And when we were there, we were talking a bit about the 2D world versus the 3D world. And it's getting pretty crazy out there, guys. I was in at the farm in Tabulum for 3 weeks and didn't see much, of what was going on in the world, and got back and everything's crazy. There's, protests and revolutions. Well, we don't want revolutions, right? That just means to go round and round. But there's all these uprisings of people, anti-government sentiment. Of course, the Charlie Kirk thing, the three eye atlas comet thing, asteroid, whatever it is, coming through the solar system. Stuff in the skies, meteors falling, this weird thing, creature that's growing on some apparent meteor. Like it's getting really weird out there. And so I just wanted to have a bit of a chat about, how much of this is real and how much should we worry about this stuff? Because there's a lot going on. There's a lot to worry about if you want to. Alien invasions, right? Whether you believe that's possible or not. And, all these wars and revolutions and, assassinations, all this stuff going on, right? The first thing is they're trying to get our attention. They love our attention. They need our attention, right? They want to be worshipped, right? These parasites, we'll call them parasites, but they also control pretty much everything, right, in the 2D world, which is the screen that I'm sitting in right now that you're watching. And I'm real, I'm not AI. Many of you have met me. But, what we've got to watch out for is stories that are pushed, that go viral, that are, pushed out on the public, like the whole Charlie Kirk thing. It's everywhere, 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 everywhere. So that's been pushed out for a reason. And, all these other stories about things in the skies and the the alien mothership coming to get us and all this stuff. Um, you know, that could all be made up. And, the Charlie Kirk thing probably is. I'm sure that the mothership in the solar system is. And everything we're seeing in the sky, that can be made, that can be produced by the powers that want to be, right? Or it could be other natural phenomena, plasmas and things, and they're just giving us the wrong story. But what I'm trying to say is, on the farm we spent, well, I spent 3 weeks, but people spent, 3 or 4 days there. Most people in the 3D world, and all the other stuff goes away, right? And we had a great time, and all people did was sit around and talk, really. We had some music going and some talks and stuff, but it was really just the gathering and being in nature, being in the 3D world. That's what people loved and that's what people need. And so we've got to be careful how much time we're spending in the 2D world. So basically, just watch my channel, is what I'm saying. But we really do, and it's, to me, it's like if you're getting information and you're doing research or whatever, then that's one thing. It's different to scrolling. Scrolling, just being on social media just to have something to do. If you're doing that, maybe, cut down on that a bit and go out for a walk because all it's doing is filling our heads with fear, right? A lot of this stuff is happening, but because we see it on all these different social media platforms and we see the same story redone 1,000 times, right? It makes everything seem bigger and more imposing than it actually is. And it's all about fear. It's all about keeping us in fear and driving their narratives. And of course, the other thing, which we all know, when they're pushing a story, it's the old magician's trick, right? So watch what this hand's doing, while the other hand's doing something else. So we've got to be really aware and conscious of what we get tied up in, all these stories, because they love to get us emotionally anchored to these things. That's how they do it, because they know that we're emotional creatures. So, I would say just be autodidactic, right? Nothing is right or wrong or true or false. Don't judge things. Just take it on as information. And it's just all part of a bigger story, right? But when we judge things as bad, oh my God, this is happening, it's so bad, it's so bad. We put ourselves in fear, and we don't know if it's bad or good, right? Because a lot of things that look bad turn out to be good. A lot of things that look good turn out to be bad. So, the first thing is don't judge. Don't judge all these circumstances, especially if they're on a screen, because we really don't know if they're true, especially with AI now. The AI we've got is, I'm sure, like far behind the AI that they have. So we can see stuff today and think, oh, that's AI, but we don't know how advanced theirs is. A lot of this stuff could just be fake, like just totally AI created. We just don't know. I've even heard people say the whole Charlie Kirk incident was completely generated because there's problems with it. So it's an interesting time to live, isn't it? But I think what I'm trying to say, and I'm not just going to be a short video, is just try and get outside, try and connect with people, have real conversations, get out in nature, do things that are real in the 3D world, and just be wary of the 2D world and getting too into all the stories and buying into it all because like I've said, we don't know if it's real or not. And even if it is, most of the time it's got nothing to do with us. It doesn't affect us, and there's nothing we can do to change it. So it's just fear. It just puts us in a state of stress, right? And this is the problem. Like worrying about the past is depression, and worrying about the future is anxiety. So this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep us in fight or flight mode, right? Again, which is bad for our nervous system. And this is what all this stuff is about. We never see good stories, do we, that are put out there? And, sure, there's cat videos and stuff, but as far as big stories, like, there's never anything good. It's always bad. It's always fear, and sensationalism. And of course, now there's so much, conspiratorial type stuff coming out. And, some of it's just out there, right? And just completely made up. And most of it's just opinion anyway. So it's not right or wrong. It's just interesting. And that's the way I think we need to approach this as we go, forward into a strange world. I think there's going to be more of this, a lot more of this going towards the end of the year. And then, well, 2026, they're trying to bring in all the digital ID now, right? Which is another thing. So I'm on Rumble as well. I'll leave the link below. Please subscribe just in case, right? If they do bring in this digital ID, then obviously most of us are going to lose YouTube because we're not going to want to be part of their tracking system. So I'm uploading on Rumble now, but I'm also going to have to get like a website, I think, sorted out. Just so we can all stay in touch. But also, guys, Tartaria Australia is releasing a newspaper. The first edition is done and is being posted out this week. So if you're interested, if you want to check it out, the first one's already gone, but there'll be another one in 2 months. I'll leave the link below, but it's just tartariaaustralia.com. Yeah, go and check it out. And it's a really good magazine. And here it is. I have to hold it in front of myself because of the green screen. The first magazine, Tartaria Australia. 72 pages. A lot of it is, or most of it is just articles, pictures, tidbits, all about, ancient history, Tartaria, different theories and conspiracies, and all from you guys, from the audience. We do have some, some creators. I've got one in there, Michelle Gibson, Paula Cruiser, who does some interviews with me. So heaps of good stuff. There's even something about the penis plague in there. There's there's some ads like some people with businesses. So there's some healing stuff. There's even a group for singles, unjabbed singles. So check it out, tartariaustralia.com. And that's a way that you can support us as well, and myself and Kelly. So yeah, if you do want to support us in our work, then go and check it out, and we would appreciate it. But yeah, so getting back to it, just with the 2D world, 3D world, it really came out. It was very noticeable on the Jolly Swag weekend that we just had. that we were in the 3D world and no one had phones. You didn't see people bring out their phones. You know, I wasn't on the phone or the computer, and people were just conversing and having the best time. And you could just see people relaxing, you know, de-stressing, you know, away from all the crap that just keeps getting thrown at us all the time. So, you know, I think the internet is eating itself. I think with all this AI and all the bots that go on, that Facebook found over 5.4 billion with a B bots in Facebook, fake accounts, bots that were posing as real people. This year it was. And every year, since I think in 2018, it was like 3 billion. And now we've got AI coming in. I mean, and then, you know, this whole password thing, you got to change your passwords all the time. Now that ID verification's coming in. I mean, the internet is fastly becoming useless. It's eating itself. It's doing things that so that it's not even going to be worth our time using it soon, which, you know, a good thing, I think. But, you know, I think the internet's useful, but it's being used for the wrong things, right? And in the wrong way. But let me know, is the internet eating itself? I believe it is. And so that's why we've got to start re-establishing our connection with nature and the 3D world. We've got to learn how to get out there and talk to people and build things and create things and dream and all this kind of stuff. I think that's where we're going. It's definitely where I'm going. You know, in the next year, definitely getting out into nature more, doing more things in the 3D world, and also going to be doing, you know, a journey into sovereignty, right? And the man or woman on the land and breaking the shackles, getting free from the system. So, yeah, that'll be coming up as well in the next 12 months. But there you go. I'm rambling a bit. I just sort of wanted to get that message out. You know, we really need to take charge now. The internet is fastly becoming useless. It's just a programming tool, pretty much now like TV. And yeah, I just think we need to start living in the 3D world. So thanks for spending some time with me. Hope you enjoyed that. Stay awesome, and I'll talk to you all on the next upload. Bye for now.